see. We will see. Okay, 1 second. Let me do this. Move it for now. Here. This already good, and this already good. I hope this Spiders channel doesn't gonna start doing stuff now without asking me, and that will be kind of bad. All right, there we go, and there we go. It seems like it's time. Hey, Nick, hello. Hey, another Nick. All of them, eh? All of them. Hello, hello. Didn't know there was a stream. Damn, son, how dare you? How dare you? Got the platinum for Pacific Drive. Damn, the grind, had the grind, man. Insane, insane. Feels good, man, though. Got all the trophies. Cool, you Kievka? That sounds cringe, man. That sounds cringe. Okay, come on. Loading in. Is it time? Is it time? Hey, Adore. I see, I see. Got the sneaky streams, man. I wonder how, like, the streams spanning, like, multiple days will actually work for the streak, too. I wonder. Maybe I'll figure out some weird issues on Twitch's side. Alright, guys, come on. What is it? Late. Ah, there we go. Just as I mentioned there. Any sounders? No, the tab is unmuted. No sound. Alright, everyone has no sound there, I guess. Ah, there we go. Forgot to unmute. I thought I had like tab muted or something because I was farming drops and all. Insane. There's Yoruba cooking. Oh, I'm gonna be pumping all. Oh, that's not even like their products really now. Hey, portable hello. There's gonna be some racing games there. Are we gonna have some time to sleep? ETB channel hello. How we doing? Didn't see really anything Pugin yet. To be honest. Well, that's Pugin though, alright. But that we're gonna see later today though. Nice logs there. Oh, that we gonna see later. Nice to be John, nice, doing good, Yeah, Greedfall. I assume. And like a whole bunch of guys with guns there. Come on. And there's the streak. Thank you, Andor. Thank you, sir. Hey, Jordy. Hello. How are you, man? The dying world, damn. We're kind of like forgetting a little bit the stuff from the first game. And I don't think I want to replay.
Greedfall 2, si je pouvais le résumer, à un mot, ça serait la découverte. En fait, ce qu'on a souhaité faire, c'était une continuité du premier,
Nice.
mais en apportant une touche d'exploration qui était bien plus prononcée et intensifier un peu cette DA qui était assez, on va dire, singulière, avec ses touches un petit peu rabranesques, etc., avec ce côté aussi siècle d'or. Là où dans le premier opus, on était confiné, on va dire, à une île. Là, on est en proie à un grand continent qui est le continent Gakan.
No, the first game was really good.
Ces grandes nations.
Just kind of like don't really feel like replaying it.
Un nouvel environnement. Là, on prend le parti inverse. On va jouer un natif qui découvre le continent. Ça nous permet, comme dans le premier épisode, en fait, de mettre le joueur dans la peau de quelqu'un qui va découvrir un univers.
C'est un monde qui est assez ancien, qui, on va dire, se meurt également. La Malicore sévit. Ils sont en proie à une tonne de guerre, on va dire, et de lutte intestine. C'est un continent qui est fatigué et le joueur va être amené à l'explorer. On va retrouver les factions du premier opus.
C'est joli, c'est.
Chaque compagnon.
I haven't played DLC. I haven't played DLC actually. Apparently, it's not like super weird though. But the game's pretty good. Game's pretty good.
Avec certaines sous-factions. Bien entendu, il y aura des romances possibles aussi avec des compagnons. On a changé pas mal d'éléments. Déjà, on a orienté le combat sur un rythme.
The single-player RPG.
Parce qu'on a voulu mettre l'emphase sur contrôler une équipe et plus contrôler un personnage suivi de deux
The Spiders.
contrôle maintenant, notamment
known for their RPGs. And are kind of special, but in a good way. Played all of their RPGs. At this point, I got the full collection.
Hello, Nacon Connect. I'm Margot from Pasta Games. Here with the team,
the
we've been
Ravens
working
Watch.
on the early access of Ravens Watch for almost a year, and I'm glad to show you some gameplay today. Ravens Watch is an action roguelike playable in solo or co-op, where you play as heroes inspired by old folk tales and legends, each with its own dark fantasy twist.
The Ravens Watch really good, huh? Kind of like the way better to play in co-op though. When will the steel rise? We'll see.
At night time, she transforms into a werewolf with a new
If I had it, I maybe would. We'll see.
Playstyles and unique gameplay features.
At this point, I'm kind of waiting for it to be like on some like subscription or something, or for a very cheap.
And complete quests before nightmares wake up and confront you in a boss fight. Raven's Watch is playable in solo or in co-op up to 4 players. So embark with your friends in this dark and challenging journey. Don't be afraid to die over and over again. Your teammates or the Ravens will always be ready to revive you. Or not. Each game is an opportunity to unlock new content in your adventures, such as new heroes and talents. Raven's Watch is available right now on Steam, so come and join us. Oh,
This
and
one
more
is
thing.
very
I'm
nice.
super excited to reveal to you the next big free update for Raven's Watch Early Access, a whole new chapter to explore, Avalon. Take a look.
Some new heroes. The Betray dude.
Take this! How satisfying! Do not go gently.
Combat is very nice. Dude, what is this with bitrate? Holy shit.
dark place, tainted by nightmares.
And we shall rid it of its darkness.
We'll give them something to fear.
Oh, balloon update. Alright.
The biggest, the freshest, you know how we get this. The power is endless and no one can mess with the best. Forgetting about the rest, we winning it all, we blessed. Too big to miss,
GMCA.
too big to test.
No.
You know it's on.
Because of the
We're in
odds.
storm, ready for the crunch, know that we perform. So you better come and get
Before
it.
the
Bow to the winners, the
before
reigning
publishing, basically they were just doing the gaming apparel.
second to none. If you want it enough, come and get some.
Still doing it. Still doing it.
Come and get some. Come and get some. Fire again, igniting the flame. The weaker you miss it, the higher my reign. I am the king, you're the second to none. If you want it enough, come
Then
and
was
get some.
Amogus. I'm gonna become the Amogus Pro.
Mind educated,
Have with them controllers and stuff.
see this power we possess can't be regulated. Speculation leave my competition devastated. Stand tall with humility. We bringing power to the whole damn industry. Are you kidding me?
Go all out on the fighting boards and stuff nowadays, huh? Oh, the new big fighting games coming, and with the community growing, that will be the good niche.
Need a break after a stressful apocalypse? Look no
The
further.
Paradise.
Paradise offers a plethora of activities. Baseball, horseback riding, a healthy mind in a healthy body. Meanwhile, for your comfort, our teams are growing a little more every day. Isn't that tempting?
As a demo, that one on Next Fest also quite popular. But you kinda seem like more another one that you kinda want to do in co-op probably. Bro, what's with the bit rate? Holy. He's there, right?
Hey everybody, we're Stumped, a group of nerds that like to play co-op games together, and you're watching the launch trailer for Welcome to Paradise, a quirky action RPG with survival and crafting elements.
It takes place in a silly post-apocalyptic world. We were able to mind control zombies.
Yeah, not
We
sure.
strapped
Not
some
sure
saddles
exactly.
to them and rode them around like horses, and we even attached propellers to their butts to give them
Probably,
the gift of
if you
flight.
want to
And
go
don't forget,
some
we
co-op
also got to
action.
dress up the zombies too. So cute!
If you want to see more, check out our YouTube channel and Twitch. You can play Paradise starting today on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Thank you.
All right, I'm Tall Lumberjack.
Am I in? There we go.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, I think you could have picked your character there, but that's fine.
One of those
We're the
trailers,
Lumberjack
I
Bros,
see.
all
Lumberjack twins, let's go.
We're like those the property brothers.
That's kind of true. We're gonna be setting up some
Yeah.
property here.
Approach a zombie that you have knocked down or out and press Y to put the hacking helmet on it instead. Cool. But I wonder if that counts as knocking them down, you know?
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Capture.
Oh, that was fast.
My bat broke. My bat broke.
Oh, no, you arrowed over to the other hand. So arrow back to have your stick equipped.
Okay, we got friends. Speak with
We
Bob.
got friends. Speak with Bob.
Oh, and then
The
if you
bit
hit
rate
Y,
so
then you
bad though,
get
holy.
their
So let
stuff.
me.
Self-destruct?
Oh
Excuse
gosh.
Ooh, they got it.
Yeah, it probably won't explode.
So DLC then,
You
eh?
can change their skin as
And
well.
X, alright.
Oh, look, that one has
Red
pajamas.
PJs, blue PJs. Oh, okay, I gotta have green PJs. I mean,
There's no pink ones.
Yeah, that's kind of
What is
like
this
not
headset?
exactly my
Mickey
jam
Mouse
anyway.
ears, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to
We're
Disneyland.
going to Disneyland, Jazz.
In 6 days even.
Travis for my birthday. Oh man.
Brother Mon, I'm down. Well, we'll see how much it will be. And maybe I'll get a lucky there.
As soon as
Let's see. There's some.
Oh man, are you kidding me right now? Here's one. Oh God, I fell! We do look a little similar.
Just
what
a
are you
little
talking
bit.
about?
Yeah, you can die of pain if you really want. That you can.
He launched himself at me.
That you can.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Anna needs that.
Oh gosh.
Listen, I'm busy trumpeting over here.
Oh my God, I'm getting hurt.
I'm not here yet, I guess.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool.
Base.
Ooh, I love
Home
it.
Sweet home.
I love it. Craft upgrade. Ooh. So craft. Oh.
Whoa.
Look at all those things you can craft.
Wow. And we have 300 voltage. So that's how much our thing is generating.
And I'm going to tell it to collect, I assume.
Okay.
And now, will a zombie just show up?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, not up yet, I guess. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see, and hope I'll get that. This one, yeah. Sorta, Andor, sorta. Oh, it's racing time, alright. You can go grab some snacks. We can sleep. Yeah, making that content like that would be probably days of pain for me indeed, huh? The epic and Pulgar stuff. Well, I mean Greedfall 2, but we're gonna get like the deep dive in Greedfall 2 later, so didn't really technically miss it much. Then they showed 4 out of 5 score. Damn, son. That wasn't even 9 out of 10. Gigapuga. And then at some point they just decide to like cut all the third-party controllers, huh? Like they did I think with something already before. That would be interesting. The Tour de France, insane. Advantage of asymmetric stickle, I have no idea actually. Maybe some ergonomics there or something.
What an incredible shot and what a point. It's not every day you see a rally of over 35 shots. As we approach the end of the match, there's still everything to play for. Medvedev, Zverev, Osaka, Sakari, each of these players is desperate to win this match.
230 for that control. How much was the PlayStation Pro, whatever they have there? For people used to Xbox layout? Yeah, could be that too. Could be that too. Early access release window trailer? No, it's either gonna be like early access, or they mean you know, like few days early releasing for the Giga editions. But then why would you reveal the date for that? Early access sounds kinda weird. 240 a light one, alright. Well, I mean that's kinda comparable, I guess. Dude, Pro Cycling Manager too, holy shit.
qui prend les commandes, plus que 2 km, qui va s'imposer et lever les bras sur cette étape.
Kitsum. Man, the pitch rate though, like, holy dude, huh? Is it time for Twitch enhanced broadcasting? Or they actually kind of get something with the settings or whatever. Damn, I'm on for like some insane sports stuff though, holy. Pumping all that licensed games. The official game, yeah, so they just basically get like the contracts for all the pretty much for all those like sports leagues and whatever to make games for them. Cyanide Studio actually made something out of that, seems like. Holy, alright.
In the midst of the war of crowns, every battle.
Oh, that's the demo we played, I think, right?
Fearless knights yield legendary weapons.
That looked kind of like the King Arthur game, but kind of not. Yeah, Crown Wars. It wasn't bad though, but yeah, I feel like when there is like King Arthur on the market right now, like
master every tool in your arsenal to make each blade count. Every arrow carries the weight of victory. From the devastating greatsword to the deadly crossbow. Each weapon shapes the destiny of the battle. Discover unique weapons forged in the heat of war. Each with its own devastating power. Unleash feral powers. And harness alchemy. Fight darkness with sword and wit.
yeah, I mean overall might be alrighty though. That demo was okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Odd, and today I'm going to talk to you about a gem of a game that I found on the recent Steam Next Fest. It's called Crown Wars: The Black Prince. So what is this game? Crown Wars: The Black Prince is a turn-based strategy game during a romanticized 100 Years' War. You operate as the lord of a small domain. You're going to have to make your troops fight against knights and thieves, take down evil cult plotting in the shadows to overthrow the power that's in place. Battles will take place with you in command of 6 units. Crown Wars: The Black Prince has everything you can expect from small-scale medieval warfare with swords, bows, daggers, hammers, ballistas. And my personal favorite touch is the finishing moves, and they are gruesome. In total, there's 6 fully customizable classes. You can customize everything from their appearance to their skills. You're going to find the classic fighters and archers, but also
Yeah, I guess about
profiles like the Alchemist or the Beastmaster. All the classical elements of turn-based strategy games are here. Of course, you have cover, opportunity,
The ballista stuff was nice
advantages.
though.
Aiming at an opponent
Ballista
doesn't
and stuff
necessarily
was
mean that you'll be able to strike
a
them,
good
though,
touch
so
to
be aware
the
of your
field
enemy's
of combat.
stats. Blinding them, for example, could be a good idea to either avoid a consequent amount of damage or raise your chances of success. And pretty often, you'll find yourself outnumbered by opposing forces. That is by design. This game is hard. Be sure to sneak up and position your troops before engaging in the battle to make sure that you have optimal positioning. And use environmental hazards and special skills to either slow their progression or burn them, for example, before they can reach your units. As the lord of your own domain, you'll be able to upgrade your castle, so you've got some base management in here, thus unlocking new classes, armors, weapons, items, you name it. You'll also be able to recruit new soldiers to grow your army and replace units who've been slain. But let's be honest, you're not going to lose anybody because you're an expert. If you're interested in seeing my initial reactions and impressions of the game, you can check that out on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/ChristopherOdd. The game is coming out on March 14th, and that's coming out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X. It's coming out on Nintendo Switch later this year, but you can actually play a demo of it on Steam right now, so I highly recommend going to check that out. While you're there, I also suggest that you wishlist the game First of all, it's going to give you a bunch of updates for everything that's happening throughout development. And second, it really helps the developer get more recognition on Steam itself. Thank you guys so much for listening and hope you enjoy the game.
The chef life. Insane gaming, eh? Yeah, they also like farming the Sims now, I guess. Okay, window. I like how like this is all about like the driving and everything. About the taxi and something like Pacific Drive feels kind of like, you know, way more in-depth, I guess, with the car and everything and driving. Oh yeah, they went full playway there. I see how it is.
Required on the corner of 3rd and 21st Street. A jogger injured himself and require immediate medical intervention.
I see, I see. Everyone's going indie now. Time for them insane simulators of everything. Super sports series, super life series. And that at least kind of looks a little different compared to the previous ones. Actually, maybe not exactly. I see, Steve. The garden life stuff. Alright. Yeah, a lot like these themes are like, yeah, they are interesting. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like with like playways. Sometimes some of them are kind of meme material, so at least it's kind of fun to play because it's just full of memes and stuff. But many of those are just, dude. Another one. Pretty much, Steve, pretty much. I think Larry just probably was doing it on his sub Sunday, so he just plays whatever chat wants him to play, basically. Whatever chat votes to play, so. Then yeah, there are some like, you know, the garden sims and everything that you think would be kind of boring, and then they aren't. There's obvious Stardew Valley or something there that you can think that it's some like boring dumb shit, and then you actually play it, and yeah, and then you don't stop playing for the next like 40-50 hours. Solim in front of me actually stopped after 5 minutes. That one can be special, yeah. That one might be a little too 5 ahead there. Guy just really hates 4X. Alright, let's see. A very niche game to stream, yeah. I will actually stream it, yeah. We'll see when exactly, but I will. But it seems more kind of like, you know, like the tabletop that you also want to play with someone, probably. In the best case.
Disturbed my dreams.
In the best case.
An evil once defeated, but whose blood corrupts us still.
I pretend excited. Well, that's probably not exactly about the lyric, unless it's a sponsor stream, obviously, right? If anything, I think he's like flushing that stuff pretty fast.
An ancient terror resurrected. Soon all will know that the war against the dragons begins again.
Dragon Kim. They decided to get in on the ARPG. February 2025. It's probably when the Path of Exile 2 already will be out. Not sure. Another one.
5 long years, the dark of the ground. No one knew where we could be found. But all seemed lost.
Yeah, but sponsorship that might be very tricky to actually, you know, survive playing something when you're clearly not really super into it.
The world of Skynet will have to fight.
Ah. The Terminator survival.
And everywhere our name will be Survivor.
Fucking Terminator survival there. I wasn't on your bingo card, probably. That sounds like a little kick, to be honest. I mean...
Terminator Survivors is an open-world survival game based on the Terminator IP. With base management elements and a complex storyline.
I could see that being kind of a synchronous one, right? Like, yeah, like few like survivors and like someone plays as like Terminator.
And is based on the first two
could be
movies in the
kind of
saga.
cool.
You're facing the threat of Skynet before the founding of John Connor's resistance. The game starts with you, a survivor, facing the dangers of the post-apocalyptic world and trying to cope with the threats posed by other human beings, machines, and the Terminator. At first, you're unaware about the existence of Skynet and the Terminator, but it's something you'll quickly discover. You'll then
what a
join
twist.
forces with other survivors and discover the truth about the ongoing conflict as you prepare to fight back. This takes place in a yet unexplored timeline of the Terminator universe, with a completely original storyline that includes both famous characters and new ones, and where you'll learn more about the beginnings of John Connor's resistance. You'll explore a wide open world, scavenging for resources not just for your own survival, but also for managing and improving your base. As an FPS, to survive, you'll
So,
have
like,
to fight machines,
single,
the Terminator,
multiplayer?
and other human beings. The game will also be playable solo, but also
okay.
in co-op multiplayer.
Oh, alright,
Terminator
cool.
Survivors will be available on Steam in early access starting from October 2024.
I mean, I don't know, could be. The early access survival craft, yeah. It might be over actually, yeah. So we'll need to wait until Greedfall kicks in. That seems like it. Seems like it. Well, yeah, that was basically Greedfall. And Greedfall we're gonna watch some more soon, so... I wouldn't say that was some Gigapog stuff. I wouldn't really say so. No Bloodborne, yeah. No Silk Song. Unlucky. Unlucky, man. Well, now I guess we just wait for Greedfall. I don't know. Well, I mean, we kind of need to know what was that with like early access on Greedfall stuff. We need to see that. We need to see that. What was that about? Otherwise, I kind of already don't even know what to watch here with Greedfall. Like the details and everything. I mean, who needs a lot of details, right? It's, you know, it's another Spiders RPG. Should be decent enough. But considering this early access stuff, that would be kind of interesting to see what they have to say about that. That would be kind of interesting to see. Will it be actual like early access or what is this all about? Because early access, I just gonna probably skip until release. I guess we'll see. It's gonna be 10 minutes of them showing the 2 screenshots and calling it. I mean, kind of most likely gonna be something like that. Yeah, it's just gonna be very short. I'm pretty sure. It's just gonna probably show the same trailer as we saw already. I guess. There's a Dune though. Dune. I'll need to see if there'll be opportunity to get that DLC there. Let's check. What do they have there? God, they just have screenshots. Not even the video trailer. A release date. Oh, and there's gonna be the free major update also. Nice. The Heroes of Dune. So March 7th gonna be the DLC. The House X. News. Yeah, X I'm actually like not really super familiar with outside of like actually I don't even remember. Was it like in like the Emperor Battle for Dune and stuff like that? So that should be some sort of like super high tech shit. That I would be interested to see. Gonna go like full scientific route with these boys, eh? I wonder. We'll need to see if I'll be able to secure the DLC. Then I wouldn't mind hoping into it once again. It's been some time. Actually, not that much time though, really. I think the DLC was like not DLC, the update with the Lost House was September, I think, or something. I think like almost right after I moved. Let's see, Steve. Let's see. Official early access release window trailer. Yeah, that's what it said. I'm not sure what we're gonna learn about that early access. Well, I mean, they're gonna mention something about early access, right? So I guess we just wait and see. If there will be anything interesting there. There will be anything interesting. Heretical computing. And don't remember which ones already were for different factions there. Yeah, I don't know why they would need the early access for sure. Hence the Steam early access in the summer 2024. Oof. Well, I mean, if they will hook me up with the key, I probably will like do a few hours and then I'm just gonna like ditch until it releases, basically. To get the jink out. Greedfall 2 is actually an MMO, yeah. Wouldn't surprise, wouldn't surprise. So what do we have there? Rombor Avernius. Okay, let's see. Unique knowledge and development mechanics to reduce the reliance on water compared to other factions. Faction also possesses 3 drones and 2 human units with increased fuel cell dynamics. Somewhat tech. Nodal network. Planning expansion carefully as you connect regions under your control with strategically placed nodes, resulting in advantages like reduced water consumption and enhanced drone performance near the network. Technological exchange. Vernius requires substantial standing for core mechanics. Prioritize alliances for easy gains and bonuses, including knowledge boosting development. Allied factions benefit from all Vernius developments. That sounds nice. At 5k hegemony, Vernius patents unique developments for 1000 Solari. 10k hegemony, they obfuscate a development for 20 standing and nullifying its effects for all players. Okay, that's some like manipulations with the tech and everything. So you get money from people researching some stuff, seems like. Vernia's main base has 3 districts, each with 3 buildings. Unlike other factions, these districts offer bonuses based on the types of buildings they contain, enhancing strategic flexibility. We'll see. This descendant of space folding inventor. Damn son. Diverse arsenal featuring a resilient melee drones, methodical flankers, potent anti-armor specialists, support unit, a light combat engineer, stealthy spacecraft spirit. The folder relay frigate for a swift strategic teleportation. The space folding and stuff. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, like, it's always nice to return to some Dune. Such a great game, dude. The only thing that is not great and not looking forward to is the lag when the missions go brr already. Alrighty, portable already. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Yeah, we're just gonna watch a little bit of another show that is coming. Just a little bit. Well, I mean, I don't know how big it will be, but I don't know really. We kind of got the announcement and the date sorta. So nothing really to see, but 15 minutes might as well, I guess. Might as well, I guess. See what they're gonna show. See, a Dune, I wouldn't mind. Still people molding or something, I guess. Not as fun as I thought it would be. Maybe fun for some, it's simply not my fun. Not great. Alright. Boring and slow. Not sure about that one. Considering the real time totally faster than a lot of other things. Totally. Where's the mysticism of the Kwisatz Haderach? Majestic sandworms. Terraforming dreams of the Fremen. Witches of the Bene Gesserit. A jihad envisioned by Muad'Dib. Well, with Bene Gesserit, they're gonna do something too. That's why you don't really see them that often, probably. They gonna probably do something about it. And I mean, sandworms are there. The Muad'Dib and everything, that would be kind of some sort of mechanic or something, I guess. I don't know. be kind of hard to make it, you know, some sort of like the universe scale, you know, event or hero into the game like this. What about this one? Decent, rather well balanced RTS. Don't expect deep and complex 4X. I think it's kind of alright there in the middle. In the middle. Still, people kind of mostly, seemingly here, people mostly kind of do be enjoying. Is it mostly positive only? Not even very. There are people molding about some of the changes they did. Not only the sense of Dune are treacherous. There were also people molding about no campaign, I remember. Incredibly shallow. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. What would you expect there? What would you expect there? Oh yeah, the campaign stuff that it is. Not yet. Yeah, this one was kind of tricky because like the RTS people going in realizing that, you know, it's not really an RTS. And then 4X people going in and realizing, well, it's not 4X either. Closer to Dune than Dune 2. And the game is quite tedious. The fuck? Fremen cannot survive long in the desert. I mean, with some upgrades. And that they can. Oh yeah, people molding about the house Ekas there. That maybe wasn't the best idea to prioritize that one compared to other houses. Because yeah, that was kind of like, I haven't even heard about like when Ixtli, Luxa and stuff like this I at least kind of heard before. The Ekas I haven't heard about even whatsoever. Haven't even heard that. A 1.0 dot finished. Where is the campaign you promised? Campaign would be really good though. I would love that stuff. Some cutscenes, you know, fucking Dune, man. That would be good, huh? But there is no campaign. Still a good game though. Hopefully, then maybe 7th of March. We'll see. Maybe. To figure out what to play next. What are the options though? What are the options? Right, 12 more minutes. 12 more minutes. Spider Studio already streaming. Alright, let's get this one on then. Whoosh. Poof. There we go. That could be some DMC-able stuff they're going to. Could be. Yeah, we'll see what it's gonna be here. Like, if it's gonna be just a bunch of like yapping and stuff, I'm not sure. If I'm gonna be watching it too much though. Because I kind of don't really want to hear too much about it, I guess. We're gonna play it anyway. But the early access and why early access, that I kind of want to hear. The text still there and the demo is gone from the store. It's still probably just the test though. Sometimes they have those like, you know, extended special demos, but maybe, hard to say. Hey, Glorious, good evening. Hello, sir. Then there is also Hill Divers. We'll see. You have that sorted out then. You have that sorted out then. Don't want to play something longer open world then. I know the feel, man. I know the feel. Still kind of trying to figure out how to do like the after the Giga stream. I was thinking maybe I will take Monday off and then Tuesday already, you know, after a bit of a little bit of a rest, just hoping on the thaumaturge. Maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. No, thank you, hello, sir. Haven't seen. Alright, now we just want some RTS. I see, I see. Okay, the buffers. What is this, man? That's why also the bitrate goes all over. The quality shows pretty good. Like the full one, I don't know. Imagine new RTS games. That is a lot, though. That is a lot. Not all of them are already out, though. And sadly, gods were not gonna have campaigns, so doesn't on release, and that doesn't exactly count. But there are some. There are some. Planetary Annihilation. There's some Red Alert stuff you haven't played. Homeworld, ah. I mean, why not? Why not? Do it, do it. Haven't done a single Command and Conquer, I say. I also don't own a single one, alright. Red Alert is really nice. Or Generals. That's my shit, dude. That's my jam. That's my jam. See, they say. But yeah, when you don't know them, that might be a bit of a problem. That might be a bit of a problem. Play Renegade. Renegade was kinda, I don't know. Renegade has this like aura of like, you know, this like the boomer aura there. But in fact, the game is kind of dog shit, to be honest. Single player campaign especially kind of trash. In multiplayer, that was probably kind of fun though. But yeah, solo single player, oof. Well, actually, Red Alert, I think there is also the, was it Open Red Alert or whatever it's called? There is also free stuff, the new engine thingy. The one that, what was the name of that one? The dork, right, or whatever? Or was it not dork? A dwarf? I already forgot. The upcoming RTS is being developed on Open Red Alert engine, I think. So it kind of became sort of, you know, this like the Doom engine for the RTSs nowadays, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be just Greedfall. We already had the show for the other stuff, which, I mean, outside of Greedfall was nothing interesting anyway, pretty much. So we already even seen Greedfall. We already know that it's gonna be fucking early access and when it's gonna be. And I don't know why we even waiting for this one, but you know, might as well, I guess. Gonna listen to the justification, I guess, why it's in early access. Hopefully, maybe. A little bit of detail, but yeah, if it's gonna be just like full blown up in for a while, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch too much. I just want to know why early access. What's the grand plan? To milk money? I don't think early access really milks you money. I do not think so. It's more like something like along the lines that is like not ready, but they for some reason still want to push it. I don't know. Well, I mean, they probably kind of want to go like, Baldur's Gate way, basically. So we're gonna like do some sort of chapters, get the feedback, develop stuff along the way. Maybe. I kind of was thinking that the game is already in the stage when it's like, considering it's been some time, I was kind of thinking maybe they already kind of have something ready there by that time, but I guess not. I'm gonna have like some names there in the title, so I feel like it's gonna be the yupping galore. But we'll see. If there will be something shown, then good. If it's just gonna be sitting and talking, then probably not. Probably not. See, there is open RA, I think it's called then. The thingy for the free to play. I'm actually not sure though. Like, is it actually fully open RA for free to play, or you need to kind of like with some other ones, you need to still have the game to kind of like with all the Doom mods and stuff. Still need to add the VOD to the new engine, or like in some other mods it's done. Follow you up with Bingo and Bango, yeah. Could be. Guess we'll see. Seems like it's, and it's also like, the publisher's, best thing pretty much. The biggest thing. Even though, to be honest, money-wise, I feel like all those like endless simulators and sponsored games by this like different sports leagues, they probably are the money makers. But this, they're kind of like from what they shown, this is like their biggest title pretty much for the year, I would say. And boom, early access. Like, come on, dude. What is this? If anything, that it has the money that just cucks you. Because you can't really charge too much for early access, kinda. Can't overcharge for early access. Sometimes it's even cheaper in early access. And then there's gonna be less people buying it actually too because of early access. And potentially reviews will be not very poga. Well, reviews, I guess, like, yeah, if the game is broken, it's better to put it in early access than to full release because it's gonna be less unhappy people. MKHP, hello. Heroes 5, nice, Dave, nice. Do it. So not sure. Like if that's their the main title almost there. And they just pumping early access on it. Come on, dude. Everyone just wants to get to be the next Baldur's Gate or something. I wonder how like, how big is the excitement for something Greedfall? Like, I'm not sure exactly that it's like, it was that huge. It was okay. And there are other RPGs that are also like, okay, but even less okay. Yeah, 123 viewers also kinda, unless it didn't refresh. Doesn't show some crazy plugin for it. Oh yeah, 130. Okay, it is refreshing. Shows that the plugin levels are not through the roof. Ignotus, hello. How we doing? Ugh. The sleepy time already. Had a bit over 300 for the main stream also. Well, they were promoting a YouTube stream actually. That's what I had open first initially. Didn't know they even have it on Twitch at all.
Welcome to this Greedfall 2 live. I am Juju from Spiders, and today I'm here with
Jeanne
Good
Rousseau.
engaged,
Hello,
good
Jeanne.
engaged.
Everyone.
Who is the
How are you,
creative
sir?
director of Spiders.
I am.
How are you doing?
Well, a bit stressed. I'm not used to this kind of exercise. And just a very short reminder, but please, we are French, as you can hear. So don't be too harsh on us with the accent or mistakes that we will eventually do. So yeah.
Yeah,
but we are still also very, very happy to be there to speak again about Greedfall.
Hype is not huge
it's
for
a very
sure.
exciting night for
Dedicated
us,
fan base is not
because
that
not
small,
too long
let's
ago
say.
there were some big news that dropped during the Nacon Connect. So for those who missed it, there was a new trailer for the game Greedfall 2, which also announced that the game is going to be available in early access this summer 2024.
Okay, early access, why?
So
yeah, it's big news.
Yes, and that is why we're here today, because we wanted to share more details about all of that.
It was important to explain to you everything, to tell you also a little more, because a trailer is nice, but it's short too. So if we can give you a little more context and more information, and also explain you why we are launching this as an early access.
Yes.
So yeah, we're here for that.
It's very new for Spiders to be in early access. But we wanted to talk a bit more about the game, what Greedfall 2 is going to be about, what the game is going to be like, and of course the early access, because we wanted to tell you what you can expect from it and how it will unfold for all of you guys. But before getting into it, let's just watch the trailer once more together, and then we'll be back to the set with Jeanne and myself. See you soon.
That we saw. Those Eurojink RPGs. I think Greedfall is when they got out of Eurojink levels. Until Greedfall, I would say they were there. Greedfall was their, you know, graduation from the Eurojink, because that one actually genuinely was good. Could be Eastern, could be. Yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, like, tech-wise, I guess there were issues, obviously, right? Like, in that sense, we can say. Yes, it's the USA. But yeah, like combat they always had good. That's why they went for like Steel Rising even I feel after, because like all their games had really good combat.
Greedfall 2, si je pouvais le résumer à un mot, ça serait la découverte. En fait, ce qu'on a souhaité faire, c'était une continuité du premier, mais en apportant une touche d'exploration qui était
played on release,
et
I think, pretty much, and
qui était assez,
I was fine with that.
singulière. Avec ses touches un petit peu rabranesques,
it has issues, just because they're all older games, but way less than their other games, I would say.
Là, on est en proie à un grand continent qui est le
a real good combat,
avec toutes ces grandes nations.
but the Greedfall already got like other stuff also on par, I guess.
Là, on prend le parti inverse.
Companion quests and stuff were pretty good already. Story was alrighty.
Épisode en fait de mettre le joueur dans la peau de quelqu'un qui va découvrir un univers.
C'est un monde qui est assez ancien, qui on va dire se meurt également.
And closer to end game, kinda was already like going a bit.
De guerre, on va dire, et de lutte intestine.
You become giga overpowered and stuff. The usual.
On va retrouver les factions du premier opus ainsi que de nouvelles.
Chaque compagnon appartient, comme dans le premier épisode, à des factions. Forcément, on va avoir des compagnons qui vont peut-être pas nous accompagner tout au long de notre aventure, parce qu'ils vont peut-être pas être d'accord avec le comportement qu'on aura avec certaines sous-factions. Bien entendu, il y aura des romances possibles aussi avec des compagnons.
So we'll see, though.
On a changé pas mal d'éléments. Déjà, on a orienté le combat sur un rythme beaucoup plus tactique, parce qu'on a voulu mettre l'emphase sur contrôler une équipe et plus contrôler un personnage suivi de deux compagnons.
Gonna be
Donc, on
the more
contrôle
accent on the
notamment
team
en combat
stuff.
4 personnages en même temps.
We'll see how that will
L'aventure
go.
va être non linéaire, avec
Well, actually, I mean, they wouldn't be the first time they did this. But I really like their combat system in their recent RPGs, though. I think that was really good already. I think it's actually, like, ironically one of the few RPGs where the combat alone is already
And we are
good
back
on its
with
own.
a lot of interesting information from these videos. It feels quite nice to be able to have a follow-up to the latest announcements. Finally. Because if I'm not mistaken, the last time we officially spoke of Greedfall 2 was back in 2022 with the first reveal
the first trailer, and it was, it was a very beginning for us of the development. We didn't have much to show. We had plenty of ideas, obviously, but it was still the very beginning. So now we are coming back with
So basically
more
kind of like
information.
a couple of years in development
and we're
only.
excited to share this.
Then
with you.
early access kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yes, at the time the game was still a work in progress, so we didn't have much we could share, but now we do, and that's why we're here. And Jeanne, we must know, first and foremost, why Greedfall 2?
Well, that Spider is developing RPGs since the creation of the company. We've been through different type of RPGs because now it's a big family. RPGs is a genre that is that huge that it can relate to many different kind of games. But one thing we really love in the team, and I'm also myself one of very dedicated players to this type of game, is the more narrative type of RPGs, the kind is, I would say, the BioWare-like type of RPGs. And we went through with Steel Rising to a different kind of gameplay, but we never wanted to abandon, to forget this type of more narrative games. And the world we created for Greedfall 1 was huge. And the way we're working with the team on the concept part, where we develop
all the main
world,
stuff
where
for
we're
Greedfall story-wise, though.
creating the creatures, the maps, geography, things. We're really used to develop this kind of words like a tabletop RPG. So everything needs to be thought before. There are some elements of obviously politics. When you
none of their games are actually really big, though.
Different
like
factions
all their
RPGs
are like.
There are also,
I think Greedfall was the longest one. I wonder how much I even played it.
The game itself, it's
it's
full of things, and it's full of places we're talking about. I don't know, for example, I don't know if you remember, but during the first game, we had one of the companion, Afra, who was speaking a bit about the city she was coming from. She was coming from a city called Olima.
It's for $5 right now, insane.
Of the British
44 hours.
And well,
how much was
created or thought about the city, but it was some lines in a Word document. And through going back to this world and going back through
let's see actually all of their.
Will allow us to show finally.
Can I check in library? I wonder.
It's just
let's see.
One example with many things that you will be able to discover.
We are not going to spoil.
Sorry.
we are not going to spoil the story. The story, which
collection.
is kind of ironic, just like Cyril and Sebastian said in the short video. Unlike Greedfall 1, where you play as Desarde, who leaves Syrian to go to the native people's island.
Well, and the rest was like way shorter, really.
Native.
Yeah, you're playing as a native from Jeffrey. So someone from
the 40 hours basically for Greedfall 1. Yeah, for
RPG,
that's like
a new clan that was
small.
not visible in the first game, but it's still one of the important clans of Jeffrey. And you will be kidnapped.
But yeah, I like that format for sure.
Friends and some people.
Some of their RPGs I finished in like 2 streams or something, basically.
In this city that you will be locked into a prison, and you will have to escape. And because in fact the idea when we thought about the scenario at the very beginning of Greedfall 2, the idea was really to find a way to take the players as their character, so to make them discover the world.
I wonder if they're going to show some gameplay.
We will show them through, and that they will be able to experience.
And what about early access?
With the same, I would say, discovery feeling than it was in the first one. It was important to have this kind of point of view switch, to play as someone from the island that discovers this dying land, and that discover all the different peoples, because it's not just a block, it's plenty of different places, people, cultures, architectures. It's big. Well, it's big, but it's not an open world. It's still like we were doing before, big regions with plenty of things to discover. We also improved the exploration system.
So
it's one of the many things that we're changing. But the idea is really to have some very typical huge
That's what they should mention.
Specific biome
roll them forward
with
there.
Some animals, creatures, cultures, all the things that you can imagine that would be really dedicated to one place, and then another one.
That's
and then,
quite an important bit of information.
Go through all these travels, discovery, with your character and his companions. So you will obviously meet a lot of people that you will
find the deaths there
into this journey. And that's why the idea.
For sure, in Greedfall 2, the world is going to be bigger. There are going to be very different regions with their own identity, with different creatures, different quests as well. And many changes are going to happen in the game, not only for the exploration, because the game is going to be bigger, the region is going to be bigger.
You can go through those really fast.
The big thing behind you, but there is also going to be changing in different features in the game.
The combat will evolve. I think that Sebastian mentioned it during the video, because we're playing group. It was already the case in the first game, but the companions were not really playable during combat, and this was something that we really want to improve.
A little poison on my blade.
For different reasons.
Let's go.
First, because the players were asking for it, and we tried to listen. And the other reason is also that, as I was saying before, the inspiration for our game, for this type of games, the games we like to play, also gives this kind of control over the companions. So we make our system, our combat system, evolve towards something that is. So it's not turn-based, but it's you still have this kind of control over your team. And for this specific reason, having the feedback of the player was something that was super important, because it's something new. We never did this type of controls before. And even if it was coming from, I would say, general feedback from the community, coming from the first game, it's still, we have plenty of ideas, but we really wanted to have some exchange with the community to make sure that the game will be the best possible.
Part of why the early access, I guess.
But, we want to deliver a game that would satisfy, all the players, especially the one that loved, the first game. It's super important. So, that's when the idea of the early access arrived.
And speaking of early access, I'm going to jump on what you're saying, because we have a dedicated part for the early access, so don't talk too much. You'll be able to talk about it later.
So they're going to be stalling with that. I see how it is.
The idea of Greedfall 2 is to have a different story, for sure. It's going to be at the center of the game, because, Greedfall is still a narrative-driven
Republic. I feel like it's going to be more
RPG,
like kind of like
Quarks and Men,
for example.
But
I guess.
For Greedfall 2, as the world
is
going to be bigger,
you're going to be like maybe
course,
switching between
some
characters.
changes, be it
Which I mean,
for the
in
combat system,
some
or for
way,
the
it has
exploration.
something
You know,
close
there
to
are
like
many,
Dragon
many
Age
other
and
additions that
Knights of
we
the
won't
Republic.
spoil
We
yet.
talked also a little
Sorta.
about, you know, as these many regions and completely different, so it's really completely new content. It's new countries, even some factions that were not, you know, told about in the first game, because only the countries that were present on Tier 3D were, you know, I would say, could exchange with the different factions that were on the island, but not obviously the continent is bigger, so there are plenty of other things to discover there. And yeah, I hope that you will enjoy to discover them as much as we enjoyed creating them.
Many things that you can look forward to in Greedfall 2, and I'll take that break to jump into the second part, which is the early access. And before going to the early access, I just want to point out that I see all of your questions in the chat. Thank you for asking them. We'll take some time at the end of the live to answer all of them. So should you have any, wait for that moment.
They're gonna show any gameplay, but I kind of doubt it, I guess.
And into the second part of the live, we are going to talk about
Which,
the
I mean,
early
like,
access.
dude, if it's
As
gonna
you
be
said,
like
it's something that
in
is
early access
important to
already,
us
like
because the game
24 summer, that's, you know, a few months away. There should be some gameplay to show, dude.
We're going to start by watching another nice video that the team cooked up for you. And then we'll be back on the set with Jean and myself again. Yes. See you very soon.
Maybe that will be the gameplay video. Maybe.
Pourquoi un early access? Après la
Oh,
sortie de
there we
Greedfall
go.
1,
There's a video about that
on s'est
too.
rendu compte qu'il y avait pas mal de joueurs, qu'il y avait pas mal de retours sur certains points spécifiques.
Avant de se lancer en pré-production, on a fait parvenir un sondage par nos plateformes auprès de la communauté pour un petit peu connaître leurs envies et leurs attentes sur un prochain titre Spiders. Ça nous a beaucoup aiguillé dans les décisions qu'on a prises, notamment sur des parties de gameplay, mais sur d'autres aspects aussi plus vastes.
La seule chose maintenant, c'est que c'est des features qui sont quand même un peu nouvelles pour nous. Donc on s'est dit qu'il fallait le temps de les... C'est pas tout de les développer, il faut aussi pouvoir à un moment donné les soumettre au jugement éclairé des joueurs. Greedfall 2, très clairement, c'est un jeu qui a beaucoup plus d'ambition que le premier. C'est là que l'Early Access, ça nous a paru très pertinent. On compte beaucoup sur l'Early Access pour vraiment rassembler tous les feedbacks des joueurs et voir si on part dans la bonne direction. L'Early Access, ça va se faire en plusieurs temps. Dans un premier temps, il y aura la release de l'Early Access de Greedfall 2. Lors de la release, le joueur aura accès à tout le début de Greedfall 2. Donc il aura accès à des nouveaux environnements inédits. Et on prévoit de sortir différentes updates à intervalles réguliers. Précisons-le d'emblée, il n'y aura pas de compatibilité des saves à chaque update.
C'est la première fois qu'on effectue une Early Access à Spiders. Et on est très curieux d'avoir un ressenti et de voir un petit peu l'implication et comment on va pouvoir développer un partenariat avec les joueurs.
And we are back again with Jean on the set. Welcome back, Jean.
Or what do you mean, I don't know.
The video was very nice because Reda introduced a lot of the main aspects of the early access. But for this live, we wanted to show more details about what the early access will entail for you and what kind of content you can expect from the early access and throughout the early access.
The release.
Yes, we have a nice roadmap that we wanted to share with you that you can see right now.
First chapters of the main
I'm going to
quest.
let Jean explain a bit more about what you can see.
Yeah, so at the moment of the launch of the early access, so during this summer, there will be the beginning of the game. So it's really then I would say a short part, but not that short. I promise you will have things to play to go through. But
No,
I
he
mean,
didn't
compared
donate
to the whole game that we are planning
don't
to
stream,
develop,
but I mean, I see when people
small
donate.
part
Yeah,
of
no.
it. I would say it's probably a quarter
I don't need to stream
of
for
the
that.
whole, content of the game. There will be the first companions, not just one, but you will meet already a big part of your team. And also you will go through different places, and not just only Tier 3D, which is the island of the beginning of the game, but then also some new places already, some dungeons. So there is already a lot of content since the beginning. You will be able to create your own character. You will be, like it was in the first game, to choose from different skill sets, and so it's already something that is big. There are also
It doesn't sound that big though. What is there in the beginning?
Regional quests, which is something new, by the way. I'm not sure that we talked about that before, but to this exploration system, we really want to add a little more content, also just to give more life to the environment. So there are plenty of some small things. It's not, we try to bring, through this small quest, to bring some more lore about the environment, but also some, this small quest gives some other way to solve also the main quest. So you're not obliged to do them, obviously, but it's giving you more cues or more information or leverage also on some characters. So it's another way to discover. I would love to have again, please, thank you. So because
she's talking to the tech team.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. But yeah, having the early access roadmap, because so this will be released during this summer, and then we really are planning to have some very regular, new release where we will add each one of them. We had some more content, so more new companions that will, be able to join us later. Also, more regions. So more regions means more quests, more characters to discover, more creatures to fight, more, more global.
Just more, just more.
But also new skill sets. Because some skill sets are also related to some places or characters that will be able to, to teach you these new skills.
Okay.
Also some new talents. So you will really have more and more elements during the whole period.
So it's not going to be just like the usual skill tree that you just unlock stuff. We'll need some teachers or something for the traders.
I would say more technical things that will arrive during also, and obviously all the feedbacks we will try to take all your feedbacks to make sure that everything that can be done, and that will make sense obviously with the DNA of Greedfall. It won't, there won't be naval battles, for example. I know that we've got these, beautiful ships in the game, but it's not this type of game. We still want to stay on the RPG side. But all the feedbacks on the skill sets,
no
for example,
battles.
I don't know, type of combat,
bounce game, bad game,
feedback, I don't know, story things.
Play
we'll
Black
try
Flag
to
instead.
do our best to listen to you and to make sure that you love what you're playing. So obviously, if you're not the type of gamer of player who wants and who likes to play early access, I completely understand, and please wait for the final release. But if you like to be part of it, if you want to give feedbacks that will change also the development.
Probably gonna
in fact, if you want to be part of the team,
probably
the feedbacks that we are
part
very
of the
eager
family.
to hear about, because it will greatly help us to balance the game. Also, well, as Jan said, we will not implement anything and everything, but of course, as we said just before, there are going to be many changes in the game. We are going to change how you can battle with your companion. We are going to change how you can explore the regions. The regions are going to be bigger with many more, secondary quests as well as local quests. So this is something that we are very eager to hear from you, because, well, it will help us.
Yeah, we tried a lot of things, and we're also excited to share it with you, because it's a bit like for us it's a bit overwhelming. Also, we've worked, had plenty of ideas, tried to put all the things that we thought were
you should have gameplay already.
There are also some things that, for example, we decided to not release the craft system since at the beginning of the early access, because it's something that we've done through the previous games. obviously it will stay. It will be in the final release, but it's something that we need.
I forgot how the
maybe
craft
more,
system was working in Greedfall.
I'm sorry, a little less feedback than on other points that are really new. So some talents were not existing in the previous game. I don't want to say too much for now, but
the game is going to reveal itself bit by bit.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then, of course, we're going to
I remember in the
keep you
previous
updated.
games
we'll,
sometimes.
Communicate a lot about what's to come and
especially like
what
ammunition
kind of,
and everything, I think.
We'll take,
but
what kind of new
in
things
Greedfall
we'll
1, I
implement,
just don't remember.
along the way, of course. But Jeanne, I see some question. Maybe we could answer because. Someone asked if the early access is going to be available on consoles, and that is something that we want to make clear.
Yeah,
we want to make it clear.
The early access will be only on Steam.
Yeah.
And but don't worry, if you're a console player, well, don't worry. If you really wanted to be part of the early access, I'm afraid that
just
the
buy
only
the
solution
PC.
is to play on Steam. But obviously, the game will be released on consoles. When it will be done. but for now, it was a bit complicated to do.
It does not have early access anyway.
And to be able to react as fast as the
Xbox,
PC
I think, kind of does now, right? They
Steam
have this
allows
like
us to.
at least Game Pass has this like early
And,
access
we
thingy. I
didn't
forgot how
mention
it's
all
called.
the features we had in mind for the early access or for the full game because, well, we'd have to take longer than just a live to talk about it. But I see.
It's like, we've got that, check.
But for those who were asking the question about potentially meeting previous characters or regions of Greedfall 1, and if the game is going to follow up on the story of Greedfall 1, well, no.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not a sequel. And it's not even really a prequel. It's like it's another story in the same world. So you will meet some common characters. You will hear from some event taking place in the first game. But the stories are not, at the same moment and in the same places and everything.
It's kind of a parallel story.
Yeah, exactly. But it's true that some, Mev, for example, is a common character. So some characters will be there. And we are also thinking about
don't remember characters,
some
to be honest,
characters
whatsoever.
To come back for very, very short, cameo or something. But they're not at the heart of the story. They're not, they're more like, cameo would be probably.
Yeah, it's going to be a completely new story. Obviously, we will evolve in the same universe. So you will, we start in Tearfra D with the main character. But yes, overall, it's a brand new story. Don't expect to see, anyone. And I want to add that in the first Greedfall, the story has an ending.
Yeah, actually. And an ending that could be kind of, real ending. So it was a bit difficult to take from that point and to bring you into a place that would be interesting.
Don't remember the ending either.
I don't want to spoil the first game for the player that are, still playing it. But, there are some decisions that can lead you to a point where obviously continuing playing that character wouldn't make sense at all. So to avoid the frustration, because it's one of the real choices that can be done.
Sigourney Weaver?
We didn't want that choice to
well, I mean, some like lines, I guess, maybe kind of, but
it's really used.
Not really.
That's why also we created this.
Or maybe
other
like mimics
story.
or something.
And it's good because I've got plenty of stories to tell into the world of Greedfall. It's okay. And don't worry, you will
remember the start. I remember like some bits and
it's
bats here and there pretty much,
it's
and
still the same world.
that's it.
It's just new characters that you will be able to bring toward I hope an interesting journey, and with new companions that are, I hope, also has cute, interesting, funny, whatever that the companions from the one were, and new teams that you'll be able to create. Plenty of things to discover, really.
Yeah. And don't worry, we hear you. I can see some comments already
Could be
about
Gboard, it could be,
maybe a
yeah.
photo mod in the game.
Yes,
We know
this is
it's something.
one of the things that we're planning for. One of the, step, I would say, milestone during the early access. But it won't be at the very beginning of the early access. It's something that we're keeping for a little later.
People are actually kind of like excited and stuff to see the photo mode and stuff.
And it's
Like,
it's very funny because every game we've developed till there. The screenshots.
But I wish they would
made
return to
by
Technomancer
the
and Mars
photos,
stuff.
The virtual
That was pretty
photographs
cool
that
universe.
graphics are doing are always stunning.
Yeah, and then
Incredible.
sci-fi.
But how they do that? There is no photo model already existing, and there's already managed to do something incredible. So I hope and I guess that with a dedicated tool they will manage to do something even better. But obviously we know that it's now something that is needed into a game.
Yes. I don't think there's any more question about that. Some question about the final release date. Well, there's none at the moment because
let's
Yeah, the
let's
ETA,
go through this.
It's fair to say that we will see where the wind takes us. But of course, we're going to take the time to not only implement the content that we would like to see implemented, but also polish the game. We want the game to be ready before being released.
The idea of this early access is really to make sure that we are working with you. And so to do that, we need a little time to make sure that we can, build that thing together. And we don't want it to
discounts and
obviously
early
last too
access
long,
though?
because I know it's going to also
The
be
price
frustrating.
differences?
But, for now, it's better just to say, let's take the time to work together.
Yeah. And someone is asking, but I think it's a very, maybe we can answer. Is the new protagonist gonna open the door just like Desorde? Can you tell us, Jan?
For now, I'm afraid yes. He's still opening the door like, wow.
So something to look forward to in Greedfall 2.
Yeah, last time, It's still using that one. Maybe we should think into improving the thing, but it's also funny. But it's just my own opinion.
Yeah, it's funny, don't worry. But yes, so to sum it up a little bit about all you said, there are many things that we want to implement in the game. Of course, during the early access, you won't be able to play the whole game. This is not the purpose. We will actually,
we'll go probably from one quarter of the content to 1/3 or something at the end of the early, from the beginning of the early access to the end. And so even the day of the release, you will have much more content to discover and still plenty of hours to play of the game. I hope so, at least. So it's it's a way for us
gameplay
to
part
make
kind of
sure
weird.
that
Like I said, it's like summer already, early access release. Like you should have stuff playable. You should have something to show.
That the decision we've made were the right one. That that we're on the right path, and that we're on the right path with you.
Yes.
Let's hope it's not like
of course we will
the
keep you
Nacon is just being like,
on that
well,
note, I can suggest already for
layoffs are coming, boys, or you need to release it already,
are,
Foster.
They are out there.
And they are like just like in panic now.
You'll find the links in the bio of this channel.
Like dropping the early access just to kind of
discussion.
Because I don't think they had layoffs yet, or did Nacon had already? Not spiders, I think, but maybe Nacon already did have.
As much as we can, and stay in touch.
Can we? I see a couple more questions. Can we expect a similar price like the previous game?
To be honest, I can't remember the price of the first game. But the idea, at least,
I think it was like $40 or something, wasn't it, for the first one?
During the early access will be a little less than the one.
So there is the discount.
But if it's pricing, it's better to wait from.
We'll make a specific announcement for that
with the publisher mostly because it's their part.
But the idea is that during the early access, the price is going to be lower than during the official launch of the game. And for a more fun question, It's about the romance options. You mentioned that there are going to be more companions than we had in
and
Greedfall
still
1.
more romance options too.
Yes. Can we tell how many?
Should we tell how many?
But there are more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better to keep a little. And also, I'm a bit afraid of spoiling some information that will come later. But yeah, you will
be able to meet some of
options.
them during the first. The D-Day of the early access, the first content of the early access, you'll be able to meet some of the companions.
Yeah, the romance won't be completely unlockable because, you know, it will be the beginning of the story. So, you know, you will need to meet them, take the time to know them a little bit before, you know, jumping into their arms. But, you know, it will be
Coomer's suffering.
You guys will be able to find out all about that during the early access and by playing the game.
Gonna get the speed romance.
We are not gonna spoil much about that. We can just say that there are going to be more options for you, so you can look forward to it. And onto the question of is the progress you make during the early access be transfer over to the full game? The answer is no. It won't.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, that's
Rita was saying when he was
even the gig is keep there.
It's like, alas, we can't keep the save games from each big milestone. Obviously, the patch is something apart
so
from
every big chapter is a restart, basically, the run.
Release will do during the early access, and obviously the final release it will be the same. We can't have compatibility with the save games because there will be all this content.
So they're going to be changing
and
this
to make sure that it's working and not broken everything. We can't
in the existing
so I'm
part.
sorry. I know
how did Baldur's Gate actually
pity,
do that?
But that's
did
also
they
why
keep the save files?
Always,
I think I remember when it was like
new things to do even
full
at the
release.
Of the
I think
game.
they recommended to delete all of it, right?
We also had some more content, not only you know, at the end of the playthrough, but also at the beginning, and we will give you also some other way of playing with some new skills and things. So I hope you won't feel bored, and that you will. This new way of playing will give you some, you know.
Yeah. And for those of you asking for a gameplay reveal, we won't talk about it now, but we do have some announcements for later. You know, the game is going to release in summer 2024, so expect for us to talk a bit more at a later date
Dude, like
about
the summer
gameplay,
2024
about stories,
is in like
or some elements
3
of the
months
game, but
already at this point.
The goal of this live is to, well, take
a
the
later
time
date
to
is not
discuss
that
with
far.
you a little bit about this new
And
announcement.
yeah, it's like a first contact after months of, you know, of silence, and yeah, it was important for us to make sure that yeah, we're still here, we're still working on the game, and now we need you, and that's that's the best the conclusion I would say on. The idea behind
and I see another pretty funny question.
Sorry.
Someone mentioned that Spiders haven't done a lot of sequels. Was there any reason to give one to Greedfall specifically? Which is funny because I know that for the Mars, there was actually a follow-up to Mars Warlog with the Technomancer. So
it's true that we've not done that so much. We always. Sorry, I shouldn't say we this time. I'm always willing to go back to the previous world I created. I've got always plenty of other stories to tell, but it was easier in Greedfall because there was really this communication with the community, so with you, and the team was also really on board with that. And Greedfall was for us such, I would say, kind of change into our way of working also. So
it was a big success. Let's put it that way.
Was something that
and Technomancer, for example, wasn't a big success.
More logical
sadly,
and more easy probably than on the previous games.
Yeah.
But I'm always nostalgic of some other universes. So maybe one day, I don't know.
Do it.
And someone said that the linkage between the two Greedfall games will be similar to that between Mars Warlog and the Technomancer. It's kind of similar in the sense that the story happens in a kind
Anything
of
big success other than
way.
Greedfall?
It's a bit the same idea. Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
think so.
Well, except that, you know,
I think Greedfall was the first big
There was
success.
a really short story, kind of sneak peek into the
rest,
universe
I think,
that
kind of
we
wasn't
develop
really.
more into Technomancer. I would say the difference between
Hey,
both
Butch, hello.
games is not as huge between Greedfall 1 and Greedfall 2, but it's a little the same idea with two stories in parallel with some characters that you will be able to meet from one game to
Steel
the other.
Rising was Elex
but
2? Well, I mean, it's different genres,
yeah,
though.
I think it's a good
Was
parallel,
Steel Rising that bad, though? I thought Steel Rising was alright.
Well, I also see a lot of questions, specific questions about the skills, the weapons, and so on. We have something in store for all of that, but it's going to be later and not addressed in this live, unfortunately. But yes, we do have some announcements lined up for later. So yeah,
I think that one thing we can say is that you will find
What's the frame for the
that
later?
were already existing in the first game. Obviously, once again, it's still the same world, but there are also some new things to discover and new things that the player will be able to do and use through his journey that was not specifically possible in the first game, or you could see them but you couldn't use them. This time you will be able to.
Nice,
But,
Bush, nice.
Yeah, it's for now we can't say much.
Yeah. And that goes also for the question about specific portion of the lore. If we're gonna hear about Teofradi's religion and such, well, we don't want to spoil anything about the story. This is something that you guys need to discover on your own. But for sure, you are going to learn more about the faction. As Jean said before, the world is going to be bigger. We are going to be able to navigate in these new regions, in the new capitals of each faction. So many things to learn, many quests
The event,
also
I don't know.
around
No
all of
idea.
that. And yeah, you'll find
Probably
out about
gonna
that
be
during
over
the
soon. They're
early
just
access
answering
or maybe
questions
later.
from chat basically right now, I think.
And we are slowly reaching the end of the
there it
live.
is.
I don't think there's any more question or something that we can answer to, at least. Thank you, Jean, for all your answers and
thank you, Juju, and thank you, everyone. Really, once again, we may look a bit tired and we're a bit, stressed also because it's like jumping back into the pool. But we're here, and we really, really want to, to go through this journey with you.
Yeah, and for now, what you can do is follow us on our social media, join our Discord server. All the links are below in the bio of this channel. Yes, and we are eager to hear from you. Don't hesitate, and all I have to say for now is let's embark together on this new exciting Greedfall 2 journey. Stay tuned, stay connected, and well, see you next time.
See you, let's see. It's time to play it. And drop some more trailers. Gameplay. Hurry. The later time. The later time is already, already time. A later time. Yeah, the cinematic already third time we see today. So yeah. A lot of it. In the same video again, yeah. But I mean, we'll see, I guess. It's kind of weird, yeah, that it's like just a few months left already, like 3 months and it's summer. So I assume it's gonna be like very late summer. Like in August or something. If I remember correct, actually, was Greedfall 1 also like August or something? I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see. I was September, alright. There's also, I have a feeling it might be delayed or something. Like, if they're not showing gameplay right now when it's summer and summer is like right there, like something's off, And you can see Nacon also doesn't really have like a dank lineup really right now, right? So yeah, I have a feeling maybe they just kind of like already like are rushing it a little because need to kind of get, you know, ends to meet and everything. Maybe there's gonna be some like, you know, the corpa times, the investor calls and everything. Gotta show something there. Maybe I don't know. Just my guess. Just my guess. We will see, I guess. We will see. But yeah, it is kind of sus, dude. It is kind of sus. And they suddenly decided, well, I mean, okay, early access, I guess their justification I kind of can get. Especially after the success of Baldur's Gate, you know, like feels like the model of early access for RPG releases. Could be picked by more studios for sure. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Did they part ways with Focus? Yeah, no idea. Focus actually also, I feel like, not really having like crazy good time. Like the Banishers thingy didn't go that crazy well. So seems like hard times in general, man. Seems like kind of hard times in general. But yeah, Focus was kind of, I don't know. Focus felt like a little better one, to be honest. They can had all this like fiesta, I think, with the Sinking City, right, or something. Like there was some like some shady shit going on a little bit. Some kind of more of a fun of Focus indeed. But we'll see, I guess. We will see. Going all in on Space Marine too. Was that actually Focus though? Is Focus publishing Space Marine? Because it's Saber developing, and Saber was a part of THQ, and now not anymore. As a Focus is Space Marine too. It's like I don't get those perturbations, man. Like they have like literally, you know, like the publisher, the Giga publisher owning the company developing the game, but no, the publisher actually is the different one. Well, now not anymore because Saber actually going independent again, buying themselves off THQ for like $500 million. Not bad, not bad. But it is a fiesta, dude. It is a fiesta, though. But yeah, I mean, we'll see,